A question that I get over and over again revolves around teams. And if you're new to real estate, then does it make sense to join a team? It's a tough question to answer for a couple of reasons. The first is that not all teams are created equal. So quite frankly, if it's a crappy team whose existence is just to feed the team leader that you're looking at, well, then it may make actually more sense to go it alone. And then, if you have a little bit of undisciplined natural tendencies, then being on your own might just be your own worst enemy. We're going to talk about all of that here, as well as weigh this question. And we're also going to go over the pros and cons of joining a team. Oh, and in the end, I'm also going to tell you the one question that is asked, especially in the beginning, that is a surefire way to ensure that I won't hire you. Real quick, hey, it's Jeff Chubb. I'm a recovering RE/MAX, then EXP agent, and now partnered with Real. If you have any questions about my experiences, then know I'm an open book and ready to help. Okay, so team or no team? I think a team is a great idea for a new agent. There's a reason why 87% of all newly licensed agents are out of the business within 2 years. We're going to touch more on that in just a couple moments, but a team offers a newly licensed agent a steroid shot and drastically increases their chances of making it in the industry. And for the record, this industry, it's cutthroat. It is one of the most difficult out there. Now, I know the HGTVs of the world make it look easy, but again, there's a reason that 87% of all agents end up leaving within 2 years. Yes, a team is a good idea, but only if it's the right team. I mentioned a team leader who has a team to serve them a couple moments ago. If this is the team that you're looking at, then walk away and find a better team and a better solution. Like the Berenstein Bears bets, there are many different types of teams. Some are really big. We call these mega teams. Then you have what I would call normal sized teams, and then you have the smaller husband and wife sized teams. And all of these offer a different value proposition and can have some additional negatives. For example, a mega team will most likely offer an agent more resources. Accountability will be a major thing, as these mega teams are keeping track of all your key performance indicators. They will track how many calls you're making, how many conversations do you have, what's the conversion to appointment ratio is, then the appointment to contract ratio. You name it. They track it. They track it all. And they have to, because they invest so much money each and every single month to ensure that that wheel, it keeps moving. They'll also charge the buyer agent more. But if you are wanting more leads, if you're wanting more training, more accountability, and possibly a bigger chance of success, then this is a great bet for you. Then there's the husband and wife, mom and pop style team. There can be some big advantages to these team structures as well, but also some disadvantages. For the person wanting some resources, but maybe not wanting all of that accountability, then this could be a great option. But let's dig into this just a little bit deeper. These teams, they're not holding their 1 or 2 agents accountable because they're not investing that much or even any resources into you and your business. Oftentimes, the leads that these agents are receiving are just the breadcrumbs of the team owners, the leads that they don't want to work, or the open houses that they don't want to host. I know this because this is where my first team originated out of. It's how most teams actually originate. My business was getting too big for me personally to handle, so I stopped working on all the leads below $300,000. Then it became $350,000. Then it became a certain geographical area. Rather than just throw away these leads and get nothing for them, I gave them to a buyer agent and did some wishing and some praying. Anything converted was considered a little bonus. In this situation, the training, it's not great. These are leads, but they are the bottom feeder leads. But the splits, they're ultimately better. Then there is the in-between, the 10 or so person team that has a lot of the same resources, has a bunch of accountability, and is run with the agent and their success in mind. Ultimately, at this level, the team leader has only stepped out of production. They need their agents to be successful in order to pay their bills. These team structures ultimately feel a lot less like a machine in a closer community. I find that it's these team sizes that generally have the best culture. Without a doubt, a team will provide a new agent the best chances of success and drastically reduce the chances that that new agent becomes part of that 87% statistic. So what is it that an agent is giving up in order to be on a team? Well, it's a percentage of the commission, of course. On some teams, that could be 30%, 40%, 50%. I've even seen some teams at 60 or 70% for in-house leads that an inside sales associate nurtured. That seems like a lot. I get it. But keep in mind that an agent on one of these teams has little to no monthly expenses. People think that these teams slaughter it, but consider this. The best and most finely run mega teams will have a profit margin that tops out at 20%. If that team has a margin of 15%, then they're doing pretty well. And that's before Uncle Sam comes knocking. So what does that mean? Let's say it's a $10,000 commission after paying the brokerage as well as any ancillary fees. And let's say it's a 50-50 split. Agent gets $5,000 of pretty much profit, while the team gets $5,000 of revenue. Of that $5,000, the team will reinvest $4,000 into the business to the tune of new leads, office support, maybe an inside sales associate department, while $1,000 is the top of the line profit. These bigger teams are built solely to get agents to be more productive and get a return on their invested capital. Can you succeed as a new and solo agent? Absolutely. Will it be more difficult? 100%. Leads are harder to come by. Training is more important than ever in this rapidly changing industry. And for most, the freedom is enough where we can hang ourselves, so the accountability is what keeps us focused and in the game. If you are newly licensed and think a team would be a great fit for you, then let me know. Happy to pass along some team recommendations for you. And if you're looking for a company where you will be able to learn and grow, then I would love to chat with you about the opportunities over here at Real Broker. Again, it's Jeff Chubb. You can reach me at 617-775-7687, and all my contact information, it's in the description below right down there. Until next time.